Well, Tony Perez shouldn't let an
Morrison, and he followed up with the left.
And he buzzed Mercer with that because Mercer's holding on to the back of his neck.
Morrison going after Mercer as the crowd erupts. Mercer trying to come back at him. Morrison landing the heavy punches.
Mercer's really using some dirty tactics in there. He's using a forearm across the face.
Uppercut from Morrison. Crowd responding to that. Well, that's been the big punch, the uppercut. A body punch with the left. Morrison, the uppercut. Tommy Morrison all over Ray Mercer. Morrison delivering.
Mercer talking to him in the corner.
Mercer sneaks another right hand, and Mercer now comes on the attack with two right hands. And here comes Mercer to the delight of the crowd. Oh, good left hand from Mercer and the right. And Mercer has Morrison wobbled. And Mercer hanging on with the left hand. The left hand from Mercer.
Same punch he caught him with in the round before. Mercer jumped in with the left right uppercut and got countered with a great left hook by Tommy Morrison. But Mercer is really coming on in this round, evening things up a little bit. Like I said, he looked real anxious and uptight at the beginning of this fight, and that'll wear you out in itself, just that nervousness.
Mercer with two good right hands. And now Mercer on Morrison in the corner. And Mercer's all over him, and Morrison in trouble. And Morrison goes down for the first time in his career. And that is it.
That's it. The fight is over.
What's up, everybody? Rob Nakamura here with the High Chief, Zac Pauga. Together, we're fully hydrated. My brother, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. And I love that clip. I love that clip that you showed. Look, I'm not even going to try and guess the year. Was that like 92, 94? I don't even know. But like,
I was little.
Look,
I don't remember.
Look how much clinching they used to let you do in boxing. Like those dudes are dirty boxing used to be a thing, right? They didn't used to call like that was back when boxing was so good and so great. Like it's a different sport now. It's a completely different sport now than what it was then, than what it was 40 years ago, than what it was when Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvel Smart and Hagler and all those guys. It's literally a different sport now, and it makes me sad watching those clips.
Dude, it makes me happy and sad. And the point of that clip is we're coming out vintage, just going for it. That was the message. That was the Easter egg inside of that. And you're right. I mean, all sports, really, all sports are
true,
are almost completely different than their 80s and 90s version of themselves. Ask a 80s or 90s basketball player about defense in today's league. The laugh. All right. So, folks, welcome. Thank you for joining nice and early. We are trying some new formatting in the show. So if you're used to us going to our usual traditional pump and dump, guess what? We've canceled it. Nah, I'm lying. We moved it to the rear. We're going to have one of our MMA supporters joining us later on in the show to contribute to the pump and dump. And I'm saying this to invite all of you guys now and in the future. Hit us up. Join the conversation. Me and Zach really mean this. We say it every show. We genuinely mean it. Shout out to RIZIN for taking the invitation. And yeah, comment on X or on YouTube. Be part of the conversation. And there's a lot to talk about this week. Obviously, the UFC, we're going to be talking about that. But there was so much other stuff happening. And there was something that just popped up that I think we need to revisit because we talked about it like with a lot of passion and very seriously. So I'm going to drop this clip to refresh our memories from this event and then get into this conversation. Let's go.
Rolling with the shots is Nakuda. 30 seconds left. Right hand lands Nakuda. Crowd wanting the fistic fireworks to continue to close out this fight.
Yeah, some beautiful exchanges. Big right hand again from Nakuda.
Marias and Nakuda expending all their energy. From Marias immediately takes the back. Seconds left. Marias looking for the rear naked choke. High drama. Nakuda Nakuda survives an incredible sequence. Oh, finish the fight and Nakuda's out. Nakuda's out. Nakuda's out.
Are you kidding me?
Now, for people just jumping in like, what the hell are you going with, Rob? That's old news. That was months ago. Well, if we really think about that, and I know everybody's going to be like, oh, Herb Dean's been messing up for a long time. But if we're going to be honest, that was kind of like the snowball of the bigger snowball. Like, I know it's been a long time coming, but let's like isolate this for scientific purposes. That was
the catalyst. That was the
catalyst. Right?
Because then at that one is when everyone said, yeah, Herb sucks, right? We know Herb sucks, right? That's your sucks. And then he just kept getting worse. He just got worse.
So I told you guys last week, 2 weeks ago, about the appeal on the Zuffa boxing match. And I told you guys bookmark it. I didn't tell you guys bookmark this one. Maybe I should have. I think we all bookmarked it in our own hearts. We all like kind of kept it. Well, shout out, to Mr. Nolan King dropping that clip again, reminding us all. And here's his words, and very credible source, one of the most credible sources out there. The CSAT, California State Athletic Commission, has denied Fumi Nakuda's appeal that Herb Dean mishandled the end of his bout versus Adriano Moraes on the Rousey Carano card. The results stand. And if you're not shocked at all, if you're used to this, then you are, congratulations, a hardcore fight fan, and you know your shit about the fight game. We've made many jokes about this. I'll continue to. Like, cops don't find themselves guilty. Like no corporation finds themselves in embezzlement. Here's the biggest, right? We've been saying that for however long this show's been going. We've been saying it, but it's even worse than that. It's even worse than, like, I even made a joke on X about it. It's even worse than that. They just denied the appeal. They said we're not looking at it. We don't need to look at it. It's over, right? That they didn't say there was an investigation and it was done. They denied the appeal. They said no, there's no appeal happen. Like, we're not even gonna investigate ourselves. We don't have to. Take your half check, man. Like, that's how it was. Yeah. Shit, dude. That's wild. And shout out Mike. Hey, Mike, appreciate you very much, bro, especially with this. I had to look up the last appeal that was granted. It was almost a year ago. Wow. And I
can tell you who it was. Cody Brundage had an appeal that was added, because I'm the biggest Cody Brundage hater on the world for whatever reason. He lives in Colorado too, but his appeal in Atlanta, the Atlanta Athletic Commission, they let his appeal. They overturned his fight to a no contest.
Yeah, and that's crazy. Honestly, like the fact that and Mike said, "Yep, you nailed it." So, dude, they're not even trying is more hilarious to me. Yeah. Like, not even willing to pick up, you can't even fake it. You're not even willing to stand up out of your desk to just no.
Yeah.
That's rough, bro. Rough. 7 in 10 years, Mike says. 7 in 10 years. Folks, you have a better odds at appealing a murder case and winning and getting something to happen than appealing a fucking athletic commission. The C stands for crap, and the SAC is a sack of shit. And it's not just California. I'm not shitting on California at all. It's all the athletic commissions. They all cover each other's backs. Like, they all hold hands. They stand like a Roman legion, shield to shield. And yeah, the only thing I can say on a positive note is I wish I was part of that legion. Like, I'll legion up with you, but I'm not, and I'm on the outside and I'm going, that's fucked. That's not good, dude. That's not good for the sport.
So it's not at all. And I'm gonna steal. We should have clipped. I should have told you to clip it. I didn't know I was gonna steal it. When you posted about this on X earlier today, someone in your comments literally said the athletic commission's number one goal is to make money. Right? That's their number one goal, make money. And then their like secondary goal is to save face. then way down the list is like fighter safety and fair play. But that's you just have to know that. You like that's what it is. That's they don't give a shit about you making a good sport or doing it. They're cashing checks, right? See, like if we recall, CSAC is the one during the picogram scandal that Vegas was like, "Hey John, like you popped, you can't fight." CSAC said, 2 days notice, come on over, come to California, and you can fight.
Because they get a 10%, I believe, of gate. So they're like, yeah, have that event over here. I'm taking 10% of your gate. Come, please, come on over. I got you. Yeah. So that's one of the things. My love affairs, or like over the years, I used to think like, oh, the commissions, like, oh yeah, the commissions, like they're keeping the sport together. They're making it legit. Dude, they barely drug test people. They barely do shit. And most of the time it's bullshit when they do stuff. It's here's the other thing I just got to get off my chest. You ever notice that anytime somebody questions the commissions or puts leverage on the commissions, they almost always spin it and go, well, no, you got to talk to the promotion. You got to talk to Uncle Dana and the promote. And then anytime people come on hard onto Dana or any promotion, they go, like, well, you got to talk to the commission. Yeah, it is the perfect shitstorm, and they've mastered it. They've mastered it over the years. And this comes from Grandpa Boxing. Grandpa Boxing figured that one out long ago and passed it down. But yeah.
Well, and just to belabor the point even more, for this specific fight, for this the specific fight that we watched the clip of, he was winning the fight. He was up 3 rounds, all 3 rounds, and got choked out after the bell. Like, if the commission can't stop that, if the commission can't stand up and say that's not okay, what do we do? I'm just gonna have my coach hit you in the head with a bat. As soon as the 3rd bell rings, my coach is gonna jump in and hit you in the head with a bat. I'm gonna go, yo, he's knocked out. I win. Like, what are we doing?
I'm smuggling chili pepper water inside of the water bottles. I'm glazing up the gloves, and we're gonna get that easy finish there. I don't know, man. This the more time you think about it, the more it hurts. To a couple of the comments we'll get to, but you know what? This is a fun one. We rarely do this, so we'll just do it for fun. So shout out Joel Mora. Thank you for your comments. So we never really do this. So why not? Yeah. Let's do this, Zach.
Yeah. Hey, keep talking to us. Like we got an outline, right? It's our show. We could leave it. We could do whatever.
Let's ask our superior. Good.
Yeah. Let me ask the CEO.
Is Michael Morales the man to beat in the welterweight division? What do you guys think? The man to beat. Well, I'm going to be pedantic as shit. The man to beat is the champion. Like, I'm just going to throw that out there. But he's young. He's got all the momentum. His fights the way people like to watch. He's got it going on. I can go with all those things.
Well, welterweight is so hot and so cool right now. The man to be the true, like, we don't like him. Maybe you like him. I know we don't like him. Ian Gary is the man to beat, and he is a damn good fighter. That's the main problem. We're entering this world with these Gen Zers, like, becoming fighters, where a bunch of weird, like, gross motherfuckers are actually good, really good fighters. Like, Ian Gary is the damn good fighter. He's just weird as hell, but he's damn good. He's really, really good, and he is the man to beat. He's proven it. He's had the longest streak. Moraes and Prates are, like, hot, right? And they get finishes and they do cool stuff. Yep. Gary beat Prates. Moraes is, you can't even say he's untested. He's knocking out dudes in one of the best divisions in the world. He's just is like number 3 right now. You can't hold it against him that he's number 3, but he should absolutely be who fights the winner of Gary and Islam.
That's it right there. Folks, once again, thank you for joining. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, maybe, if you feel like it. If you're on X, just hit the repost button so other people can see it. this is something we talked about that was like a minor point, but I don't think it's minor in the sense of sports context. And so much other things got talked about that it kind of, to me, got lost. Like this specific mentioning of this story, these two brothers, these guys, 3 weight classes, successful in 3 weight classes is crazy and awesome and spectacular, especially in mixed martial arts. And I'm not dissing boxing, but this isn't a 6.5 pound difference. Okay. These are giant leaps in weight. And I know whatever's. I'm not here to debate it, but it is fucking really cool that 2 guys made the 3 weight jump on the same night, came out on top. 2 very likable guys, 2 very respectful guys. Not bad guys, they're total faces, if you will. I love it, man. I just wish more people were talking about the success of these weight class increases by both these legends.
So that was like a point that I was going to get into later, but like just like you said with boxing, this wasn't a 2.5 pound increase, right? Max went up 15 pounds, Rob went up 20 pounds. And they did fine. Obviously, Max is whatever, but Rob did fine. I think we're getting to the point, and this is the Fully Hydrated podcast. So this is my thing. Like in MMA, and obviously, maybe you could just get squashed and held down. But the way the rules are evolving, the way what people want to see, like, I don't think weight cutting's that big a deal. Like, I think you're hurting yourself. Killing yourself, sucking down all this weight. I know, like, speaking from experience, that's what I did. I ruined my whole UFC career cutting 50 pounds for fight night. Right? That was a mistake on my part. But I'm thinking it's largely everybody. Like these huge weight cuts. Like even Pereira went up, right? That he was the last one I can think of where everyone's like, "Oh, he's so gigantic. How does he make the weight?" All this stuff, and he went up like to a 3rd weight class as well and lost. But I think future MMA, like, it's not even a health thing. I think you perform better not cutting weight. Period.
100,000%. Like we've talked about many times in many different ways. Obviously, with this is a fight podcast about fighting, and your experience with it, handling it yourself, is always gold to me, and I think everybody else listening. But it affects you in other sports, like in motorsports, dude. I could lose like anywhere. I could lose 20 pounds in a 4-hour afternoon. Like, I'm not even kidding. It is fucking crazy, and your performance suffers. It suffers bad. It's heat, water, salt loss, your potassium loss. I'm not a scientist, but go look it up. Google what it does to your brain, like that shit. And then in fighting, not riding around in a car like I was, in fighting, now you're dealing with cerebral cortex fluid and all that other science stuff that I don't fully understand, but we all can kind of understand on a basic elementary level. Like, yeah, that's gonna be super, super important. And I'm looking forward to the days maybe to come, because I know all trends go in cycles. I'm hoping that there's a trend where guys do the Frankie Edgar, if you will, where they fight more towards their natural walk around. They don't really cut, and they just perform super good.
Islam's doing it, right? Champ, 170-pound champ. Islam's doing it is going that way, and I think it's way better. If Conor would have won, everyone would have just gone. Every 45er would have just gone. You were going up to 70. Like if Conor would have won, but like I said, the only real issue. The real issue is getting wrestled, right? That's look at Usyk beating up all these 300-pound heavyweights. The only issue with being undersized is getting held down. But the sport is moving away from that. Like the promoters don't want you holding guys down. That's where the sport is going. So stop cutting weight.
Stop it. All right. So we're gonna move into our first segment, which used to be our second segment because we're remodeling. And well, no, not that one. Wrong slide, Rob. Come on. This slide. So UFC OKC predictions is what we're about to talk about. If you're new, we don't do the entire card. We do what the company tells us to do. And how do they tell us? The poster. And there's only 2 brothers on the poster. So those are the 2 guys we're going to talk about. It makes it real simple. But I want to talk about 2 goofy things before we drop our promotions, or 1 goofy thing, 1 important thing. They have decided, the UFC being they, to go with the hashtag UFC OKC. And if you squint your eyes and you look at it real fast, it is awkward. And I'm glad that they had the courage to do so, but it seems like a weird thing to do. I don't know what other things they could have done.
I'm pretty sure that they started off with doing it, that it was UFC OCK the first time they put it out. I think that there was a typo the first time they put it out, but it went down real quick.
It went real quick. All right. Another little addition to the ongoing show, because, and I think this is important, we're not really a pick show. We just obviously do what the poster said, like I just said. But I think there's a lot of fucking charlatans out there. There's a lot of bullshit artists out there. There's a lot of shitbags trying to like sell you picks or tell you that they're really fucking good. Well, Zach's a pro fighter, hangs out with pro fighters, does pro fighting with all the best people all the time. Me, watch the sport for 30 fucking years. I get brand new fighters to try to get gigs. What the fuck do we know? We're wrong all the time. The point is, nobody knows shit. That was the whole rant. Nobody knows shit. It's a flip of the coin, whatever. But we are going to be transparent as shit. And I've asked AI to join in with us. And after the last event, all of us picked Max Holloway, myself, Zach, and Skynet. Skynet, from now on, if you guys know, you know, that is the evil AI from the Terminator series, because that's what's going to happen, folks. But that's a discussion for another time. Skynet also picked Max because AI is smart. And we're 1-0 right now. We're starting off strong. We're starting off solid. And we're gonna keep this record going so everybody can pay attention and go along, go with, fade us, do whatever. And here we go. So, my brother, what are you picking main event time?
So I gotta give you my caveat, right? Usman is. I'm not gonna go through the whole like Colorado gym scene and how gyms work in Colorado. We're one big like giant conglomeration. It's not like the Florida gyms, right? It's not like ATT or Henry Hoof's gym or any of that, where you're all under the same roof every single day and you see each other and that's your teammate and that's your buddy, blah, blah, blah. There's like 4 different gyms in Colorado. We all can spar together. You can call people. You can go wherever you want to go, right? Usman is like a part of the squad. I haven't seen him once this entire camp, right? He's been doing his thing at Onyx. He's been doing all his stuff there privately for whatever reason. I'm still going with him. I'm picking Kamaru. Kamaru, right? I don't think people. He's another one because of all the podcasts that he's done. People forget how damn good he is. People forget he just beat not Burns. He just beat the spin kick guy. His last win. Win.
That's how long it's been.
Buckley. He just beat Buckley, right? Yeah. CT's not got me yet. He just beat Buckley. He did a great job. I thought that he beat Hamza, right? He took Hamza on like 5 days notice up a weight class, took him to a split decision, deep waters. Obviously, he's going up weight class again. It's a hard fight. DDP, I'm not a DDP hater. I like DDP. I think he's really, really good. But I think Kamaru, he's fought enough, right? He's not coming off a 5-year layoff. He's not coming off of like a 4-year layoff. He still has the spark. He still has been in there and competed. Like, I'm going with Kamaru.
Man, we often agree so much on this show that it is really nice when I get to go, nope, not that. So I respect Kamaru a lot. Everything you just said, I'm not one of those people who forgot. I think he is really good. I'm fading the fact that he's fighting the one of the what is like the most second most recent champ is whatever. The title's been the title's been hot potato. Like it's like barely out of his hands. And like I don't think Kamaru can hold him down like Hamzat did. I guess is my whole central. I'm doing really bad MMA math, but when I look at skill sets there, I'm like, I just don't see today's Usman. Maybe an Usman from a couple years ago. I just don't see today's Usman holding him down like that. And it's real. That's it. I'm just going with Dricus on a less wear and tear, still powerful, still got it, and probably has done a lot in the wrestling get-up department since then. I don't think a world champion who lost the belt is satisfied knowing that they got held down like that.
You would hope that we have a dump. We have a dump every week where I'm like I go, dude, you keep losing the same way. But you would hope for sure.
Yeah, that's it. That's what can I say? I only can hope. Well,
this is my question though. This is my question. DDP wins. So say DDP wins. Say you are correct. Do we do Strickland DDP 3? Like is that the fight to make? We get the trilogy that DDP's won it twice. I mean, I guess you have to. He DDP's 2-0, but Sean has the belt. So I guess that's what you have to do.
Yes. And you know I'm a sucker for trilogies. You don't even have to ask.
But if he loses, do we have a quad trilogy? Do we do quad? Yeah,
yes.
They just
because
it's just
I've been you know I was pushing for Moreno Figueiredo 5. Like MMA has not had a quintology. Boxing has. MMA has not. And maybe I'm ridiculous. I probably am. That's fine. But I want the UFC/MMA to have a 5-piece, and we don't have one. So let's do it. Let's get there. If it's got to be Sean and DDP, then fuck it. It's got to be them. So let's go. All right. We'll get to the comments. I see them building up. I'll get to them in just a second, and use this moment for Skynet to get his opinion out. It, her, it, them. It's a computer. I don't know what to call it. It's a cyborg that's going to kill us all. All right. It picks Dricus du Plessis. This gives us a bunch of reasons. I'm not going to read them all, but basically says, that's what it thinks. So computer picking Dricus, you picking Kamara, I'm picking Dricus, and who knows? We'll see. They got to fight, and
we're not going to be tied anymore. Next Monday, we're not going to be tied.
Won't be tied anymore. That's the basics of that one. All right, let's get to some of the comments. Thank you, everybody, for dropping comments. I'm not ignoring you. It's just talking about stuff and then got to get there. What is this? There's not possibility of Usman to win to DDP. All right. Hey, he's making his opinion known. He's all aboard for DDP.
Here we go.
What else we got?
We see me back in the octagon. I don't know if you're specifically using the term octagon. I don't know if you know that octagon is trademarked by the UFC, but you most likely will not see me back in the UFC. I am looking for fights though. I'm a free agent now. I'm trying to line things up and get things rolling and be as active as I was last year. I fought 5 times last year. I still love Dirty Boxing. They're a great promotion. They're a great show. They were kind enough when I was like, yo, guys, I want to fight. They were kind enough to allow me to search out for fights. So I'm hoping that you'll see me in a cage very, very soon. But it will probably not be the octagon. But Sean, they have my number if they want me to come.
Love it. Yes. Mick, Sean, hit him up. Especially because the heavyweight divisions always needs more talent.
Oh, I know.
And you've been out there killing, bro.
They just had the short notice fill in. I don't even know the guy's name, but he's fighting the Goozy guy, and I was like, God damn, I would have loved to take that fight.
Right. Oh man. Here we go. Oh, yeah, dude, super welcome. So that's why you'll hear other organizations referred to as the cage. Some people purposely make it a hexagon.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
they
don't get.
call it all weird, different things. They don't call it the octagon, right?
Yep, yep. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So good stuff. See, I love this show because we get to share our infinite, ridiculously stored knowledge of the sport with everybody. All right. Before we get into some of the fight stuff, there is a couple of just funsy things that I'm gonna rate. This one kind of went viral, and I want you to rate two pieces. I want you to rate the technique of both the I'm going to try to use cop words, dude, of the perpetrator and the technique of the officers. So let's go with this.
Damn! Damn!
So that brings me. That's my favorite saying in the world is that I would rather be lucky than good. Right? that dude. I've seen this story, and that dude is like a capoeira master, like all this stuff. That fat cop, right? That wheel kick lands, he might die. That might kill him if that shit lands. But it misses. It misses, and he doesn't back up. He keeps going. He engages the threat, takes him down in the sand. Amazing work by that officer. Amazing work by that officer.
Hell yeah, love it. Yeah, dude, that was one of those close, so close. And it makes me just go back to I hate to say it, but grappling over striking, dude. Like when it comes shit hitting fan 1-on-1, grappling over striking.
Listen, and that was, I mean, it looked like a UK uniform, it looked like a police, looked like a lame uniform, but like so she didn't have a gun or he didn't have a gun. Listen, if I don't care if I'm me and a cop and you throw a tight, sick wheel kick like that, I'm shooting you. Like we're not gonna dukes. We're not gonna see who's been training more, who's in better shape. I'm gonna shoot you. That's a deadly weapon.
I'm glad you retired your badge so you don't have to shoot anybody right now. That's awesome. Okay. This one is to help people maybe understand why Polynesians, like when you really think about it, Polynesians but per capita, there's only a couple million. Well, there's only like a couple million Hawaiians, couple millions, all Polynesians in general. And you wonder how many of them end up in professional fighting at the highest levels. This, I want you to rate just out of funsies. I don't know what the scale is. I'm just making it up. So we'll just watch.
You ready, boy? Okay, let's go. Miss. Is that all you got, you? Go on. Come on. Oh, help me. Help me up. Come. Come on, yeah. Oh, miss. Oh, miss. Oh. Miss, come.
Whoa!
Come.
That was quick, son.
Oh. Come on.
That was impressive, dude. That was impressive. And you don't see that. Obviously, you see these Polynesians scrapping all the time. You don't see tight, like legit, real boxing, not kickboxing, not MMA. Tight, legit, real boxing, bobbing, weaving, shoulder on. That was sick.
So sick, dude. That brother and sister combo are the best. And I hope they grow up and have a sweet, wonderful life. You can tell it's a good, tight family there. All right. Enough of the fun stuff. We'll get into the real stuff. So we're going to move in chronological order. We'll get to the UFC in just a bit. But before the UFC happened, on Friday, way early, 7 a.m. Pacific time, the PFL Mina was happening, a subsidiary of the main PFL. I know most people don't know it was happening. I try to tell you, hey, I know I'm a banner boy for the PFL. I get it. But here, I'm not going to push it this time. I'm just going to tell you it's available on YouTube. So go watch it now. Like, it doesn't matter that you missed it. Just go, like, right after the show. Go watch. You're probably already on YouTube, so go watch it. Is what I'm going to say. And the significance within these fights is, one, as I'm a homer for all the time, is who doesn't love this?
Goes up high. The Mexican standoff at the moment, hands down low for Mustafa.
Switching stances.
Oh, boy, caught him! That's a huge shot! It puts him down with a body shot.
Liver shot, as Boss Rutins. Liver shot. Who doesn't love that? That was like way earlier in the card too. Like, isn't that why we watch MMA? To watch people get destroyed?
Well, I love a good liver shot. I think a liver shot's better than a head kick KO. But the big thing, and I'm not flying the PFL flag like Rob is, but I love what they're doing under this new management. Right, the UFC keeps trying to grab anyone. Right, they tried to do it with Loner Kavanaugh this weekend, trying to grab any Chinese fighter they can and just throw them right to the top. Get up to the top. We'll put a card in China, make you the main event, and it's not working out for them because that's not how it works in real life, right? This isn't a movie. It's not how it works in real life. The PFL is going in and trying to like grassroots these places, and I like from just the like fight fan. That's what I like to see. I don't want to and I don't care about markets. I'm not selling anything. Like, one Chinese champion doesn't make me go, oh, China, like, cool, Song Yudong, China must be really good at MMA. That's not what it is. I want to see 15 young Chinese MMA fighters. Just use China's term.
And that's it. And you know why? Well, we all know why. Because the UFC has invested market interest in those regions. So they're pushing hard, real hard, trying to get that cash in. Real quick, Joel asks, what do you think about the Spain guy in the PFL? He's referring to, I'm assuming, Castillo Van Steenis, who is a fucking stud. That is my opinion. Yeah. He's a stud, purebred racehorse. Like, I would love to see him eventually in the UFC, but he has a date with Johnny Eblen. Should Johnny Eblen get through Impa Kasanganai one more time? So we'll see how that all works out. Those are all elite guys fighting each other, so I'm interested in them fighting. But Van Steenis, hell yeah.
Well, and that's Edward's only loss, right?
Yeah,
he's good. He's
very, very good. All right, here's one. Just because, like, this is like how they tell you to do it, but we never really see people do it. Like, people used to do this back in older MMA and clean it up. But when you listen to the stats, you just see like, oh, that's why this guy's technique is just.
Oh, right hands, good ground and pound now from the Dexter.
Oh, it's a triangle. Oh, if he hits this would be the 10th triangle in his career.
Pulling down on it is Dexter.
He needs to get the left arm of Salem across his body.
How did he do that in the middle of the reversal?
He hits it from mount on the switch. It's exceptional.
Pulling down on the head now is Eric Dexter.
Oh, he switched. Underhooks the leg. This could be it. This is so tight.
Problem.
What is... There it is! Wow! He hit it.
Pretty sure there was a tap there.
Wow, he's on! He's on!
Sleep. Wow! Sensational.
I love all of that, especially the post-win semi-taunt, like standing over him, like, what's up? Like, I loved it. Loved all of it.
Spanish ref, though. Spanish ref, if someone's in the triangle, you got to be on the other side. You can't be behind the triangle. You're not gonna see him tap. Like, about it, I mean, at least it was a choke, right? He went out for a choke. But imagine tapping, and then props to the fighter, the attacker, for not letting go, right? You never know what's gonna happen. But imagine tapping and the ref's not saving you.
You like the most noted one in Fury FC where the guy gets his arm broken, put to sleep, arm broken,
yeah,
and completely oblivious to the ref. Great shit. All right, this next clip is gonna have multiple layers, and I think we're gonna talk about it. It's pretty deep, pretty significant, deep meanings behind this. But let's just get to the action part first and talk about the political stuff afterwards.
Position, right hand short from Hatan. Oh, balls are up, Beckons are up, is now safe. Backing her opponent up against the fence. Oh, shot! A great right hand from Hatan, now safe. Looking for the finish, knocks her opponent down. Big left elbow, sensing the finish, is now safe. The crowd are going absolutely crazy. More right hands from her. Absolutely beautiful stuff. That hand stunned her opponent. She's now throwing it on. Full mount for Hatan, now safe. Shot actually throwing up the hands. Hammer fist with the left. She needs to land some elbows. Rich Mitchell's calling for movement. That's it. Now safe takes the finish.
Dude, nice stuff for so many reasons. Now, it's just women's game. It's just getting developed over there. They've, had to getting going. When I really mean just getting going, I think the important part to talk about is Hatan herself, Miss Al Saif headlining. Folks, you got to really wrap your mind around this. Women have only been allowed, and somebody check me if I'm wrong, but they've only been allowed to play sports in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in 2018.
Yep.
Hatan is the first professional women's fighter. She's their Ronda Rousey to a degree, even though I know it's not in our terms. But still, first woman to go pro as a fighter. She is Neil Armstrong to a bunch of young girls in that country and around the region to headline. And now the second part of it, headline and sold out. Like folks, I don't think you guys really understand the significance of a woman headlining and selling out and being the first ever in this region. Yeah. So I guess I'm just proud of MMA from where it's come from our own country calling it human cockfighting to opening doors for people in sports and life. And I just think it's fucking beautiful, I guess, is my summary.
So I agree 100%. Like breaking down the barriers, that's the first step, right? That's the first step, and it's awesome that PFL did that and that they had that fight. And the big thing is people should now that's an option for Saudi women. And if that's, I'm not I don't want my daughter to be a pro fighter, but if that's what she wants to be, that's more power to her. That's her choice to go do that. And I'm sure, I don't even know. We don't know. I got to try and tiptoe around the political stuff here. I'm sure maybe perhaps this stuff started off with maybe good intentions, right? But it went too far, got too far. Great job that they're allowing women to be professional athletes in Saudi Arabia now, and that some of them are choosing to be pro fighters, fighting on a huge stage. It's great. It's great. It's inspirational.
It's hell yeah. It's inspirational, awesome, and I'm glad to see MMA opening doors in all kinds of places, in all different kinds of ways. And I love to see what this sport can do. I've got to see what it could do in our regions. I got to see what it can do from my people. And I'm glad to see other people getting the same opportunities and things changing for them. I'm going to switch gears into the next day, which was Saturday, and I'm going to do my best to do it chronologically. This one's close because it was Europe and then more Europe. So I don't know, split the time difference, whatever. Real quick, on the boxing side of things, there was a suspension that I've been holding on to that I wanted to mention, but I didn't have time, didn't have the right moment. In the Zuffa boxing case, there was a fighter who tested Joshua Juarez tested positive for clomiphene, and got Nevada Athletic Commission to suspend him for 6 months. He was fined, and the fight was overturned. This is we were bitching about the organizations barely, not the organization, but the athletic commission's barely doing testing. It's still true. They just got this random guy. And for those of you who don't know about Clomid is typically used as post-cycle treatment, or if he's not being nefarious, it's used for fertility
drug. Yeah.
So like either this guy's trying to have babies, or he was coming off a cycle trying to edge his shit. So it's like hard to say. But when you look at his physique, and I know that's not how you drug test. You don't drug test with your eyeballs. I'm being a total dick here. But he kind of looks more like in the fertility zone. I'm just saying. But it just had to be mentioned because cheaters.
Well, there's also just so you guys, here's a little more game for you guys. This is an educational episode. But like, if you guys follow an influencer, any of your influencers that you follow, fitness influencers that like say they're not on TRT or they're not doing testosterone or any stuff that, and they took this, they ate this mushroom and their T spiked up
bullshit
500%. Like it's because they got an enclomiphene. Like that, enclomiphene is like the fake natty pill right now, where it's a pill you take. It's not an injection, but it skyrockets your T because it's making your body make more hormones, and it's like the hipster testosterone right now. Or
yes,
it's the fake natty testosterone. It's a booster T and makes people like you get to pretend that you're not, or you're not injecting test, and so you get to pretend you're still clean, but you're banned. It's banned. That is why it's banned.
That's it. That is it. All right. So this one is kind of like part fun into the serious part. And I'm doing this because I like the guy. I had a random encounter, Lucky Vegas random encounter with a guy. I'll explain that later. The point is, Zach, rate this capoeira, I guess.
No, it's pretty damn good, actually. To the wheel kick, to the cartwheel.
Yeah,
good
for a giant ass heavyweight in Joe Joyce, right? Like he's not small, dude.
I didn't see that. I didn't know about that, but I don't know if you're going to show his fight. I saw what happened to him.
Yes,
I'm like,
yes. We're getting.
I didn't know. Maybe in your open workout, shadow box a little bit, dude. Maybe in your open work, hit some mitts. Leave the capoeira for
that. I guess that's that part that I'm getting to right before I show these fight clips is like, all right, I'm a fan of Joe Joyce. Why? Because I liked his boxing style, how he was before. He's a big giant fucking dude. Like big giant,
some great wins.
Big giant dude. There's not a lot of people that I come across in real life and go, oh shit, dude, you're big. Like this dude's big. And here's the funny part. I didn't meet him at any of my normal like inter-fighter relation stuff. I didn't see him at a fight. I saw him at a soccer game here in Vegas, like with him and 3 of his British buddies, and they're all really nice and had a nice conversation with it. He was actually shocked that I knew who he was. Like this was before his fight with Parker. He was in Vegas training for that fight. So he was kind of shocked that like some random Yank knew who he was. And I was like, I hella know who you are, and I'm a fan. So cool dude. Obviously, times have been rough since then. Actually, his career has gone pretty much strictly downhill since those time. Maybe I jinxed him. I don't know. I didn't mean it. When I saw that, I was like, hey, Joyce is fucking moving around. He looks agile for his big, gigantic juggernaut ass, because that's his name. And then here's the clips. Once again, he's a big giant man. I don't expect him to be lightning fast, but that's the 3rd round, folks. He's moving like molasses. He's moving like he's in the 10th round. Zach, am I being too hard of a couch critic?
No. I mean, he's not moving as fast as he has moved in the past. Like that's the thing. He's not moving to his own ability. He's diminished from where he has been.
Mm-hmm. Good, great words. All right, here is the very next round, and yeah. And there was another clip that I had, but I totally fucked it up. Of him getting beat up. The end of the fight. I'm sorry, everybody. I messed up. I don't know where I put that clip, but I lost it. So he basically waves himself off, and like for a guy who's been super durable, it was just weird to see. And I think like this reoccurring theme that's going to come up is, I hope you just like stop. Like if you're not game during the game, stop. You know, boxing ain't the place to be hanging around or lingering around. And yeah, man, that was rough. I don't what did you think when you saw? Because it was also kind of cool. They had the ref cam. I'm so sorry I messed up on the clip, everybody. That was a fucking good clip. I really messed that one up.
So I thought similar stuff where I'm just like, what do you do? What are you doing? Because you're right that it's not like he gets starched. It's not like he puts out cold. He kind of just stops fighting. He just stops fighting, and the refs. We need that ref for the Rico fight. The ref's not ending it, and he's like tapping. He's like telling the ref, "Dude, I'm done. I'm not going to keep fighting." And it is said, you know, there's so many reasons to fight. There's so many reasons, but like, because you need money is probably the worst one. Like, or whatever reason he's doing it. If one of the reasons isn't because you like to train and you want to fight, then you shouldn't fight.
That's it right there. Now, because I feel like that was sad, I want to bring up some good news. And there was the bad news was the CSAC thing. We covered that in the beginning of the show. Rewatch it back later. Like, subscribe, please. And if you're on X, just hit repost. Thanks. But dude, a couple of months ago, we went deep upon fighting if you have to. That was the theme. Are you fighting because you have to? You don't really want to? What's going on? And there was a super likable guy that we all like really, really like. And Alexei Oleinik. If you guys don't know, he went into hard times, kind of got the rug pulled out from him from his ex-wife, whatever. Then he was getting blown up in dirty boxing and other stuff. And it was just not good. It was watching an old guy get beat up and selling his name. But I got another clip.
әлем чемпионы атанған болатын жауынгерлік самбо. Қазір жығып алып сол жауынгерлік самбоның әдісіне салуды көп көріп отырау. Ай, міне мықтап қылқындырды. Я, бұл әдісті құтқармайды. Айленик құтқармайды. Міне санаулы минут. 1 минут.
Yay!
Big win. Yeah. Big win. Got the win. That's awesome. Hopefully, he made some money. I got a lot to say about this clip.
I know
from two angles. I know Alexei like so well. I've cornered 2 people that fought him, Curse Blaze and Alistair over him. He fought on I want to say damn near every single UFC card I actually fought on. I think Alexei fought on them as well. If you're fighting him, how do you not have a plan for him to anaconda choke you, or not even whatever Ezekiel choke you? Yeah. That's his move. He's the Ezekiel guy, and you're just gonna lay there and let him Ezekiel you.
If there's any move that needs to be renamed, it should become the Oleinik choke. That needs to become the Oleinik choke. We need to start a petition, dude. That's the Oleinik choke. It is not anything else. Yeah, but I don't know. He like literally just pulled the guy's ankle and the guy fell over. So I don't know how much balance or coordination the other dude had, but I'm just gonna celebrate the happiness, man. I'm just glad.
I am also happy. My other thing is Oleinik, right? You're a nice guy. You're super nice. You're too nice. If you choke me out in front of my friends and family, don't fucking hug me afterwards, right? Get off me. Go jump on the cage. Go celebrate. Don't lay on the ground and hug me after I just said no. Like, no, dude, I'm dead. Get me out of here. Take half my money and leave me alone. Don't hug me on the ground, okay?
It is, dude. It's such a good thing to see. I love it so much. Shout out Alexei Oleinik, wherever you are today, right now. I know this has happened over the weekend, dude. All the blessings, man, and keep choking, motherfuckers. That's all I can say. If you're still in the game and you want to be there, man. To Q, I'm just gonna keep it like that. Holy shit, Oleinik with a sub in 2026 is insane. Hell yeah. I mean, when you're a specialist, and I'm using that that's probably an understatement. When you are no, fuck that. I'm turning it up. When you are a genuine master of a submission, like he's a he can probably be 80 years old and choke people out with that. Like it's not ever gonna go away. Like that is something very special and unique about him, and I wish him all the best. Before we move on, just another comment. I think I am schooled, learning so much from you guys. Women's MMA is underrated but creates more competition. Hell yes. And guess what? Guys get to do more when women also participate. Like more guys get to do it when women like it too. Like you ever try to go shopping, but your woman doesn't want to go? That doesn't ever work, right? The woman goes shopping and then you get to go shopping. It works together. It's synergistic, I think is the word I was looking for. All right. So there was one other cool thing that was going on simultaneously in the European region, and ironically, it's called Real American Freestyle, but it was in Georgia. I mean, whatever. I don't care. Wrap it up all over the place, dude. A great brand that's onboarding a lot of UFC talent, current and very recently former. Cool of UFC to be let those guys cross over and do their thing. And wrestling, honestly, dude, unless it's like the NCAA finals, I don't give two shits. I don't even pay attention. Like, and the Olympics. Olympics, NCAA finals, and I'm super casual when I pay attention. I don't even know what's going on. I just kind of show up and like, oh, that's cool. RAF is getting my attention. Like we got slowly but surely, it's getting me to pay attention a little bit more and more. But allegedly, and Zach, correct this if I'm wrong, this is getting thrown out as like one of the best like ever individual performances, or like kind of like Falcons Patriots, like Patriots coming back in the second half type scenario, like one of the best comebacks in sporting history. Let's run this clip.
Final nights here in Georgia. His ankles. And Cejudo strikes first. He draws first blood with the 2-0 lead.
Not only that, but he threw him right on his head. Did you hear that?
I was just going to say, Henry's got to wake up and he explodes. Here we go.
High gut wrench for 2 more.
He's going to take him back the other way.
He's got it tight.
He's getting greedy.
Looking to hunt down a technical superiority here in this first period. Cejudo 7-0.
Wow, guys, that's going to suck if he texts him.
So calm, cool, and collected, too. Marab's going to come at him hard, and he already knows that.
No hitting. No. Sometimes you got to get ugly and make it a scrap, you know what I mean? And that's what Marab was trying to do.
And this place goes crazy in the final seconds as Marab is on the board. Brick.
Nice shot from
Shot there
Marab.
by Marab. He's going to get a point as Cejudo unable to score. The crowd goes right back in with an attack. Single leg for Marab. It's now a 5-point match.
Big underhook for
This
Henry.
place will explode if he finishes. Opportunity for the machine. And he's got the takedown. It is 8-5.
This is insane.
Deafening here in this arena.
Nice shot by Marab Wallace. Billy, he gets
And he
it.
puts Cejudo on his back. It's going to be a 4-point move. Now 9-8.
Oh my gosh.
Devilish Billy looking for the fall.
Oh my gosh, I was so close. Nicely done by turning down Henry Cejudo.
It's remaining.
This is
Like a
complete.
Big underhook for Henry Cejudo.
Goes
Inside trip
inside trip
attempt.
for Cejudo defending. And Marab is going to add more points to his lead. Looking for the fall. Cejudo works off his back. It is 11-8. Marab can smell it.
Seconds, Henry's got to pull out all the stops.
Can you believe it? Marab
And that's the
demolished
match.
Billy.
Man,
So great great match. RF is cool. I like folk style wrestling better than I don't love freestyle wrestling, but that was an amazing match. It feels. I'm gonna be that guy. Maybe Henry sucks. Maybe Henry's washed. Maybe Henry is completely washed. But this is an Olympic gold medalist. This is an Olympic gold medalist at freestyle.
Yeah.
Wrestling someone in a freestyle match who didn't even go to the Olympics, right? And in his home country, and loses an 8-point lead in the last, I don't know. It's fishy to me. Great job, Rob. Great match.
Oh, I like the fishy conspiracy part. I don't got much to add to it except for the homie Adam Hunter dropped a pretty good joke, and I thought it was hilarious. He commented, Henry Cejudo is a legend, but did all his cardio online for this match. And that's what it looked like. It looked like he just ran out of air.
Well, and so that's it, ran out of air. And wrestling, if you're only an MMA fan, which if you're watching this show, you probably are, you can't stall in wrestling. That's the biggest thing that why wrestling is so much more entertaining than MMA wrestling. MMA wrestling, the point is to stall, right? That's guys wrestle to slow down the fight, and that's why everyone hates it. You can't do that in a freestyle match. That you will get points taken away from you. So 100%, Henry's dog tired, he's dying, and then that's why he's going for dumb stuff like an inside trip, just total lost cardio. But it was a good match. It was definitely a good match.
Yeah, dude, respect to that. And I guess, I don't know shit about Georgia, but I heard it's pretty mountainous. Maybe it being mountainous and Cejudo not really being in top shape, you know what I mean? You're good for a little bit until it shows
Could
up.
It be at elevation? It could be. I don't know.
I
also don't know anything about Georgia, so
but you know everything about you live in the mountains. You have that mountain advantage all the time. But yeah, dude. All right, so here we go. We're finally here. We're finally to the UFC part, the part that you guys gave a shit about. We have restructured the show for you. We put the UFC stuff towards the end because we know that's what you guys want to talk about, that you guys care about the most. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring out our tried and true, our longest running segment, the UFC Pump and Dump, where we look back at the most recent UFC event, which is super obvious. 329 events numbered, which is not the correct number. If you know, you know, but you know that number is dead ass wrong. If you ever, and not counting fight nights, I'm just counting the numbers. It's still wrong by the numbers. Anyways, anybody on this list, top to bottom, front to back, they can get it. What is it? Some love, some admonishment, some criticism, some attaboy, some hell yeahs. Who knows? But I don't get to pick what we're doing first. And after me and Zach get done, I have a very special guest, a supporter of the show, is going to jump in, which I encourage all of you guys watching right now. Hit us up, DM me or Zach, or hit us up on our pages to be part of the show, to leverage your opinion with us because we want to talk with you. I'm not fucking kidding. Brother Zach, what are we doing? Pumping or dumping?
I'm pumping first because I already gave my whole spiel, so I'm not going to save it. But I'm pumping Robert Whitaker.
Oh, Mr. Whitaker. We did kind of spoil it in the beginning. I did anyway. I kind of spoiled it for you. But you know what? It's still good. It's still a good ass one. So why not?
Well, I mean, great finish, great fighter, great guy. He's a cool dude.
Yep.
But like I said, I've already gone through all my spiel. Like, cutting weight is like an old school thing, or like a really, really little guy thing. Like, right, like if you can get down to 125, maybe do it. But if you're, like man weight, 185, 205, 240, just fight. Just show up and fight.
Just show up and fight. That's it. Tell him, Zach. Tell him. Now, I have nothing but positive things to say about Robert Whitaker. I've ran into him randomly inside of New York one time. Very nice dude. Just like you said. Other than that, I don't really know him beyond that, but he was cool then. And I'm just happy. Like I mentioned in the beginning, 3 weight classes, success at 3 weight classes. That's not a fucking joke, people. That is good, really amazing stuff. So that's all I can say about that. For me, my my pump goes in a zigzaggy line like usual. Now, I know Zach is gonna look at me with a stink face and be like, bruh, that's my boy. Watch out. And I'm not here to dog on Corey at all. It's the pump is because Corey is a badass and elite in the division. And to me, one of those any day fighters. Like any day of the week, match him up with anybody and he can win or possibly not. But it's like he's a dangerous 24/7 is an opinion of mine. And that's why I'm giving the pump to Bautista. One, to overcome mental hurdles of being defeated by somebody is a real thing, folks. Like it's a real thing, especially in combat sports. And to do it well. Second, he kind of out Corey a little bit in that first round with the leg lock thing, which is, folks, if you guys know, Zach can attest to this. Like Corey's leg lock game and entanglement game is like elite as shit. So to out edge him even for a moment there on the ground is kind of applause worthy, and that's why he earned my pump this week. And then later in the fight he reverted to himself using the striking, probably knowing that Corey's leg didn't have the mobility and he could start now, turning it up in that front. And just the overall IQ, like that was technique, IQ, and then just a little bit of badassery, and that's why I got my pump.
Dude, that's listen, obviously, yes, Corey is my friend. That's an amazing pump. That's what Bautista did. If you guys didn't know the story, yes, they fought before they lost, but it was Bautista's UFC debut. I don't know if he took it on short notice or Corey took it on short notice, but it was like a short notice fight. Bautista's debut. He gets subbed. He did tear, or he's getting an MRI this week, but it's all black and blue, and I don't think that happens when things aren't torn.
Yeah, right.
But like what he got was like the dream, dude. To go right your wrongs, to go right a loss. Every loss. I'm not gonna go through my history, but like when you have lost, you always go, no, I could have had that guy. It was this, it was that. That's why I didn't have it. To get the chance to go right your loss and
yes,
do it. It doesn't get any better than that.
It really, really does not. Really does not. All right. Well, we got through the pumps. So
all right. Here's my dump. And when we have watched this clip, look closely. Right. My dump is Terrence McKinney, and watch this punch. Watch the fight.
Whoa.
Okay, we didn't have the top angle. We didn't have the top down angle. That punch doesn't land. The one to the body, the one to the liver shot, it does not land. And this is my thing. This is my thing. I'm gonna create a banner, right? It's not because you lost, Terrence. It's not for lose. It's not because you lost. I'm actually jealous of Terrence McKinney, right? He's
cool, dude.
He has lost 9 times in the UFC, and they still won't cut him because he goes out there and just fights like a wild man, right? They gave me 2. I've lost twice, and they said, "Get out of here, you boring loser!" Like, but this is the thing. I told everyone that I was watching with, when as soon as Bobby got up, there's like 40 seconds left in the round. Bobby gets up from all that scrambling, all that had. I go, it's over. I go, but Terrence is not going to make it out of this round. Because of the way he fights. He fights, and like this isn't a cardio thing. This isn't conditioning. This isn't like he needs to ride the bike harder. He doesn't fight like he's going to go to the second round. And the UFC loves that. The UFC loves that. But if someday you maybe like want to not be this win one, lose one guy, or you have aspirations of fighting for a title. I don't know what you want, Terrence. The UFC loves it. Like you're putting on the shows and the performances that you want, but you got to learn your body and how to fight in a way that if it goes to I think I looked it up. He's got like 15 UFC fights. He's been to the second round twice. never been to the third. Like maybe if you learn to fight within yourself a little bit better, you could be instead of 8-7, you could be 13-2, 14-0, something like that.
Very well could be. And all I can add to that is the guy is like nitroglycerin, right? It's a big bang, but doesn't last. And you either destroy everything that's there or you're out of ordinance. And that's it. So
and this is it happened multiple times. And Terrence is not a young, new up and comer. Like I said, he's got 15 UFC fights. But you're not going to get a dog like Bobby Green or a dog like Brandon Royval. You're not going to go spark them out in 20 seconds. Like these vets, it's not going to happen. So making that your game plan, your game plan is to lose, right? I'm just going to go flip a coin. I'm going to flip a coin, and if it's heads, I win. Well, what if it's tails? I don't worry about tails. I'm a heads guy. I only worry about the heads. Like,
right. That's it. And hey, you know what? If he's happy and making money and can continue his career, it's like
right?
Kind of like, well,
he's got more UFC fights than I do. You know what, Terrence? Don't listen to me. Just do your thing, dude. Keep doing your thing.
He's a nice guy. I got the pleasure of interacting with him quite a bit down in Miami, and I enjoyed him, but I don't have to fight him, and I never have to worry about that kind of stuff. So I don't know, but I do. My point of saying that is I just wish him good. That's why I was like, wherever his happiness lane is, I hope that's the case. And shit. Well, my dump is well, it's not that complicated, but it's got 2 clips. Second one. All right. Here's my thing. Like, I've never really liked Cody Garbrandt. Can I make that confession? Like, it's not him as a person. I don't really bother as a person. Just like he had one great night, and it's like we just remember him for this one. It's like a one-hit wonder music artist, but every other album he puts out sucks, and we just remember that one song. And okay, when Dom was king, he out Dom for one night. Like, great, fucking cool. Like, am I a little bit sour because I love Dom and he's one of my favorite fighters all the time? Maybe I'm still holding it good, but not the point. Not the point. It's just like, dog, fighters, as they, like you mentioned, the veteranship, right? What does veteranship teach you? It teaches you how to implement other portions of the craft at different times when you need to. He kind of had a little bit of advantage on Adrian for a moment, and then just decided, no, I'm still 25 years old, Cody. Like, I'm still this guy. What is he, like 35, 37? I'm going to tattoo my face. Like, now's a good time to tattoo you know what? I'm just going to be old about it. Tattooing your face, unless you're Mike Tyson and you're not, like, is just the quickest way to deem that you're a loser and you probably have no net worth. You probably have to finance Happy Meals. Like, it is a bad life choice. And he makes so much in-cage bad choices, like, all the time, like just a steady stream of them, that I'm just over the UFC, like, using him as a whole. Like, I honestly think he's not even UFC caliber, and I hate to say that, but I just don't think he is. I don't even understand the point of Cody Garbrandt.
Well, and so here's the deal. I'm going to talk about the face tattoo thing first. Get a face tattoo, whatever. Somebody link me, send me a good one that looks good. Like, I've never, and I got the tattoo. I got tattoos on my neck. Okay, I'm not an anti-tattoo guy. I've never seen a face tattoo that looks good. Like, if you're a Maori person, like, those are badass. I've never seen a good looking one. But moving on to Cody Garbrandt. This is here. It's not that. I also don't think he's UFC caliber, but for a very, very specific reason. And this is where, like, the UFC needs to do something. The commission needs to do something. We all lose fights. People lose fights, right? That's okay. But when you have no chin, right? When everyone knocks you out every time they touch you, that's a serious problem. Like, it's a serious health problem. But it's like, if you're his coach, like, how are you going to coach this guy going in there knowing that he can't get flicked, right? How do you train? You can't, like, maybe they're sparring way too hard outside, or maybe they can't even spar because the dude can't get hit in the head. It's a serious issue. Like, since he beat Dom, since that night that you're talking about, how 10 years ago, like, he's probably been knocked out 15 times. Like, dude, that's not a good thing. And it's not like they've been Francis Ngannou or wheel kicks or anything. Every time he gets punched in the face, he goes to sleep, and he's in the punch in the face business. Like, this is what are we doing? What are we talking about?
I don't know. I really don't. But blessings to him on a human level, dude. Cody, God bless. I hope none of this affects you long term. And if you want to keep fighting, cool. I just don't understand from a business point of view, like, what's the point of paying? Because he's cost a lot of money. That's the other thing. Like, the UFC is all about, and I'm just putting on my corporate hat, they're all about cost effectiveness. Like, how much merch is Cody Garbrandt selling, and how much he costs, which is a lot, to be just cannon fodder. I don't get it. I don't. All right. We're doing something new here. And at this point, I would like to introduce supporter of the show, someone I like to call a friend, good old buddy Morrow. What's up?
How you guys doing? Nice to meet you guys. It's an honor.
Hey, glad to have you. Glad to have you on the show, man. This is a first for us. We're excited about it.
Wow, it's amazing to be with two professionals here. Zac, Rob, man, I appreciate you for the invite. Really do, man.
Hey, dude, thank you for your time. It's equal on our side to have someone enjoy the show and now be here with us. So, my man, let's run it. Are you pumping or dumping? What are you doing first?
I think I'm pumping right now. I was pretty impressed with Brandon Royval. I was going against him in that forward pressure he had that really drowned Kavanaugh. That was really impressive. I'm pumping him because of that. That was like I think he can challenge for the title again if he continues that pressure at that division. That's why I'm pumped.
I got two clips for you, bro. Let's run those two clips, and then Zac, sorry, I'll pass the mic to you.
That was a fun submission.
Great performance by Brandon. He's another Colorado guy, right? He's another one of these guys that is a part of the Colorado network. And when this fight got announced, I was like, dude, why'd you take this fight? Like, this is not a good fight for you. And he doesn't give a shit. And he just goes out there and does what he did. Amazing, dude. Amazing performance by Brandon.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was amazing.
The reason why I put both those clips in there is I think it's really special. Like, it's special when you go in there and kick ass against another elite fighter. But when you got to take you got to be the hammer and the nail in the same fight. When you can be both in the same fight. And plus that last clip when he, like, Kavanaugh's a little out a little bit, like he's like on the verge, he's in the twilight space, and he just kind of looks over him at that last moment in that clip. Fucking the cinema. That was cinema, man. Good stuff.
Priceless.
That's a great word. That's a great word to describe that. All right, man. Let's enlighten us on your dump.
All right, I got Farid Basharat for my dump. I think he should have done a lot way better and get the finish on this one, not counting out John Garza. He did a great fight, but I think his fighting style is not championship level, in my opinion. He doesn't look for the finish. He looks for the takedowns and doesn't do anything to get a finish. He's more of a point fighter, and against a better point fighter, I think he won't do good. That's why I'm dumping him.
Respect to that. Got a short clip here. It was kind of hard to find clips of this fight because it wasn't that great of a fight, right? Like, let's be honest. And I think what you said was really on the nose. You know, he talking. I think he's 15, right? That's right.
16 and 0.
16 and 0.
But his ranking was 15th,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, 15
So
around there.
you're 15th in the fucking world, according to Meta and media guys in the UFC. You're 15th in the world against a debuting guy. And I think I think where at least I line up with you, Mauro, of the like, come on, dog, like show your number 15. That's kind of weird. Like you're performing like you're only second dance out there. It's kind of meh.
Yeah.
Well, and so this is a great dump because he definitely don't ask for a bonus on the mic. Definitely don't ask to be re-signed on the mic. Like that's when he said on the mic, "This is the last sign of my contract. I'm hoping to get re-signed." I was like, "Whoa, dude, what do you say? Anything? Say anything? Call someone a slut. Do anything? Like get some traction.
Like get angry.
Yeah, do literally anything." And I bet you what Tuesday tomorrow, like tomorrow is I guess he's not going to be cut, but I bet you he doesn't get re-signed. I bet you he doesn't get re-signed. And he is very good. He's very good. 16 and 0. 16
yes,
and 0.
Very skilled.
Excellent fighter. But this is not, we talk about this every day. This is not the who's the best fighter business anymore. It's entertainment. Who makes the most interesting fights, the most exciting fights, and he's like the opposite of that.
If you win the most boring fight of the night, the UFC counts it as a loss against you, dudes.
Yeah.
Like just know this. Like it's weird. It's weird and not sport. It's for longtime fans, we go, no, that's bullshit. That's not merit. That's not how it works, but that's not how it works anymore. Welcome to the TKO zone.
And I'm not talking shit. Do you know how I know this? Because I did it, right? Because I sat there, I goes, you know what? 40 grand is more important to me than trying to be cool right now. And they were not happy about that.
Fucking A. Fair enough. All right. We're gonna split this little bit of this into, I think, the bigger the discussion everybody's been discussing since it's happened. I'm just gonna play this clip and we'll get our opinions out because this is the one, right? Let's all be honest. This is the one right here. And there it was, months and months and months of hype, about 10 million words spoken, 69 seconds of action. And folks, at this point, I want to ask you to like or subscribe. If you're on X, retweet, because that clip right there is going to make me edit this shit out tomorrow. I guarantee YouTube is going to make me pull that one out. So we got to see it live. If you like the clips and stuff, please support. But I'm going to pass it to the guest, Mr. Morrow. What did you feel in that moment when you saw that? What were you thinking, man? What are you thinking now?
I was shocked by that performance. First of all, let's not take anything away from Max Holloway. He was going to do his thing that night. He came prepared. He came with his family showing the Hawaiian colors. It was a beautiful thing. Let's not take that away. But McGregor just seemed off from the beginning. In retrospect, I thought McGregor could do a little bit more, show us a first round, second round, maybe get a shot here and there. But coming off with throwing legs, that was weird from the beginning. You can't come in throwing hard legs at a guy that can really counter punch and move around and can hurt you. So I'm still processing the situation, how I really feel, but I think I got to give more respect to Max Holloway here for not going for the kill when he should and really like hurting McGregor.
Beautiful, solid points. He could have taken all advantage. He had a wounded duck in front of him. He could have did anything he wanted to, and he took it well beyond easy. Mr. Pauga.
I want to say something about Max Holloway first too, and then I'll give my whole ideas on everything. But I want to ask a question to everyone watching. Like, I'm sure you guys watched the fight, and you guys saw when Max like showed up like fight night and was like dressed so fly, and his girl all dressed fly, his kid too. I can never bring myself to like do that. Like I was a co-main event in the UFC one time. I've been main events outside the UFC. I can like never give a shit enough to like show up wearing a suit or something like that. I just wear my I wear what I'm gonna warm up into the fight. When you guys watch the fight and you see that, like, does that do something for you? Are you like, oh damn, Max is looking flat? Like, let's go, Max. Does that do something for you guys? I don't know.
You can't ask me because I'm biased as shit. You're gonna ask a Hawaiian if I like them pulling out the Hawaiian print with the Hawaiian royalty colors. Yeah, I love that shit. Also, I love
Alessa could do it.
Connecting together. I like that in general. In general, do I give a shit? No. There's one other time that I thought it was cute or cool, cute and cool. When Dalton Rasta and Dakota Decheva, they date each other. They came out in like matching pick outfits, and I was like, that's cool and hot. Like, but in general, I wear whatever's as long as
I just don't know. It's a thing, right? It's a thing that fighters do that passed over me. I don't know why people get dressed up to drive to the fight. I don't know why they do that. But
it's a thing.
Go ahead.
As a fan, I think it's something cool. I think like when you get to see their styles, you get to see actually where they're from. Going to Holloway, it got a talking point about his colors, the chief, why he got chosen those colors. So it's a talking point. Then you have McGregor with the fancy suits and everything. So you're like, oh, so it gives a perspective to fans that like fashion and stuff like that. Like maybe, like for example, my girlfriend will talk about the styles, how they wear, how they look. So it makes it more interesting for her to watch UFC with me. Shout outs to her though.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I guess I gotta start dressing up.
Yeah, there you go. Dress it up. With that, within that, I'm just gonna share this quote from Max on that day. Even with him walking to the octagon, it didn't seem like the same Conor. Why am I sharing this clip right here? Mauro just kind of said it, but there is a feverish, almost conspiracy level 9/11, which I kind of do believe the conspiracy theory on that, but that's not the point right now. There's a feverish push on that McGregor was already injured, that the UFC knew about it, that this is like Martin Luther King assassination cover-up level shit, dude. Like it's pushed really hard, but then maybe this is like state evidence to counter the conspiracy to get you off the trail. But this clip right here, by the way, I really wish I remember the guy's name right now. Shout out to the orthopedic surgeon whose page I pulled this from. He's like a real doctor, like real orthopedic surgeon, like someone who would know shit about this stuff. And he says, based on this clip, and I'll tell you his opinion in a second. And I'm close to quoting, but the doctor says there's no way in hell you can do any of that shit if your meniscus or ACL is freshly torn. So, like, I don't know. Like, I want to pass the ball around. Zach, do you think he was already hurt and then faked it, or he hurt it during the fight?
No, I don't think that at all. There's like there's several things, obviously. I don't think he was hurt. I don't think it was some conspiracy. I don't think he was pre-hurt. The two big things is like everyone's going, why would you open up with a jumping kick? Why would you open up with the jumping kick? Watch Conor's heyday. Like watch his real, like when he was him. That's how he opens almost every fight. Not that specific kick, but he opens with a dynamic kick every single fight. That's his like thing. And the next part is that I'm sure I'm sure like Rob is going to go in on Conor a lot more, but I'm just gonna say it. I'm not gonna mince words. I'm just gonna say he looked like shit. Like he looked like a wino. Like his face was all puffy, all saggy. Couldn't cut. Did ask for the fight at 170, no weight cut. Like he's not that guy anymore. He doesn't have the body to do a flying switch kick against Max Holloway in the biggest event of his life.
That's it. And I've said my piece, but I'm going to say it again. You don't get to do two things. You don't get to leave the sport at the top of the game for any significant period of the time. I think anything over a year. You don't get to leave for 5 years, as a matter of fact, for sure, and get to come back on the same seat on the top of the mountain where you left. You get to return lower on the mountain, much lower. Wherever you think lower is, lower than that. You might be able to work your way back up one day, but you don't get to sit back on the throne. You just don't. And this is just another example of that. Other part is it's not like he was a fucking Tibetan monk the past 5 years, resting and recovering his body. The dude was doing the absolute worst shit an athlete could be doing. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Morrow, what's up, bro? What you think?
I think he was great for his time period, and that layoff really hurted him. Excuse me. And going against Max Holloway, who's prepared himself, it's just there's levels to this game, like we said, and he needs maybe he was going to fight, what's his name, the one that fought in the White House,
Chandler.
I think a fight with him a co-main event will be more feasible for him. It will create more hype as the co-main event to come back, but I don't think he will make a great comeback. Or what do you guys think is next for him?
Nothing. I hope he goes away.
Well, so here's the thing. I bet you he says he wants another fight. So Dana's not running the show anymore, right? Hunter Campbell runs the shows. He does the matchups. He does all that stuff. He wants so bad to be the guy. He's trying to make the UFC big under his like stewardship, and he put this fight together, cut Chandler out, right? Put this fight together, hoping for some big bombastic thing. Spent $30 million on Conor and got like the worst potential outcome. Like, I don't think there could have been anything worse happen. And I bet you they don't cut him and they don't do anything. They're not going to pay him another $30 million. And like, they're not going to release him so he can go box. They're going to maybe they'll do another Ultimate Fighter with him and Chandler, but like they're not going to do anything with him. I bet you.
The safest thing, if you're the company, is you don't do nothing. You don't let the other people harvest money from this guy. You obviously can't sell him no more. Who the hell's going to want to pay the Conor tax triple the average seating ticket for the Conor tax was for this event? 3 times? Nobody's going to pay that shit anymore. The other thing I was going to say, the other fact I was going to say, nobody, and I mean nobody, capital fucking nobody. If the best whoever did it, Anderson Silva, can't come back from a broken leg like that with the shattered thing with the metal rod, like, I know it's not the same leg. Who gives a shit? You just can't do it. If Anderson Silva can't do it, you can't fucking do it. Like, Michael Jordan, when he went to go play baseball, wasn't doing cocaine and shit for 5 years. Like, he parlayed into another and stayed professional, then came back to basketball. And there's only 2 years. Like, there's just levels. Like, there's a thing called bullshit threshold. We say it in racing. It's how many errors you can get away with before everything crashes and blows up in your face. And Conor's well past the bullshit threshold, dude. He's well past the bullshit threshold, and that's it. And I hope I never have to see his ass in the octagon ever again. And if I do, I hope he loses even worse than time. I don't know how he's going to do that, because 69 seconds is crazy embarrassing for a guy who talks that much shit.
Well, dude, and that's a great point too. Like Chris Weidman, right? I'm sorry. It just appears that this is just not an injury that you can come back from. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. But it would. We're three. It's 100% right now. We're 3 for 3. You cannot return after your leg turns into a tube sock, into a noodle. Like you can't return to top tier fighting, right? You can box. Anderson Silva had a good little boxing career. Conor can box if they'll release him to let it do it, but you're not going to be throwing jumping switch kicks anymore.
I like Mike's optimism and like weaseling through the stuff. He found a valuable solution. Conor, Zuffa Boxing 2027. All right, Mike, I see you. I like that's clever work. Mauro, I want to thank you for your time, my man. I want to thank you for your opinion. I appreciate your support of the show. And you got anything you want to share with the fight universe or anybody in general?
Thank you. Yeah, just one last thing. I think Conor McGregor fighting again will hurt the sport because in that 5-year layoff, let's say 10-year-old kids that are now 15 that can bring value into the company, as in buying merch, buying things. They have an image of Conor McGregor as a loser, as in that is gonna keep going forward. So we need a set of fighters like the new blood that's coming in, like the Steve Gabison, like the Tommy McGiller, fighters that come in and put up a fight so you can say, hey, I'm a 15-year-old kid. I want to be like that guy. Not like McGregor. You want to be like the real ones that are up and coming, I think. So it might hurt the sport if he fights again.
That's it, dude. Well, great, solid analysis on that part. The fact that younger kids or even teenagers, even like a young teenager wouldn't even know McGregor, like the good McGregor. All they know is he's losing. Like, who wants to buy McGregor fucking fight trunks now? Nobody. I bet that shit's on 80% off. Like, there's no point. Yeah, he doesn't move the needle at all. Thank you, Mauro. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Yeah. This is the last thing I want to say. This is the one thing that I'm actually like mad about. We love to just throw around stupid numbers all the time, right? You and I have said this all the time about the billion, about the 7 billion that they got, about the whatever. We know that fighters only get 14%, right? We know that we get 14% of the. Argue with your mom about it, like whatever. That's what we get. You get whatever. That's what we get. Well, Conor just took 30 million. That 30 million is part of that 14%, right? He just took that. That could have gone to making Aspinall gone too. Like, it could have gone to anything. It could have gone anywhere. It's not going to go like. But now it's just going to be sitting in Conor's basement while he ices his knee. Like that's. The money side of the sport sucks to begin with. And then when, this is part of why it sucks. This is why promotions will never fucking pay us, because you're going to get out in there and take 30 million. They finally paid one guy and he screwed them, right? That's just how it goes.
Just how it goes. Once again, Mauro, thank you for your time, bro. Thank you for joining us, and always appreciate your support. Talk to you soon, my man.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Appreciate being here. Yeah.
Well, this episode has gone super long. I want to read off some comments from people's stuff. Zach, do you have any more time? I know it's fucking late for you. Do you?
I'm gonna have to jump. I'm gonna have to go.
I know you got family and stuff nearby. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna close out, but I'm gonna close out with people's stuff. Zach, love you, bro. Have a good rest of stuff. Enjoy the family. All right, there's a whole bunch of comments that were put out about this fight, and it would be rude of me for you guys to comment on this poll that I put out every week and then not read your stuff. So here we go. The poll, right? This shit's crazy. This shit's crazy to me, guys. UFC 329. All right. Super sucked. 49%. 49% of you thought this shit super sucked. It was a good ass card. I didn't say, did you thought Conor's fight was good? 49% of you saying it was super sucks is wild. All right. It was definitely pretty damn good. All right. I'm just going to jump straight through the comments. I want to thank everybody who commented along the way. And here we go. Vita, so good with the GIF. Try to get you in motion. Number 1, seeing the leprechaun jump and hurt himself was funny. Yeah, it was. Carbazel, the ending really is going to affect the results. This guy knows how stats works. Shout out One of the solid MMA content creators with like non-recycled shit. Go check out his page, everybody. Guerra. I'm a sucker for Patty. He's so charismatic and thinking stuff is blocking my words here. But you guys can read it. She likes Patty, and Patty's awesome. And he is engaging and endearing to fans. Good guy. What else? Danny, loved it. So many finishes and great fights. Main event obviously let down, but overall delivered with the competitive aspects. The card, loved it, man. Of course, Conor stuff sucked, but the card was incredible. Bodkins, I'm not going to let the main event take away from what I thought was an awesome card. Smart man. Shane, just win bets. Honestly, great card until the main event. Unfortunately, that will be what is remembered. But outside of the Conor fight, the whole main card had nothing but bangers. This was a correct statement. Rising Ranks was who we just had on. It was good until it got great, until it got amazing. J-Hope, good fights, a lot of finishes, including Conor's career. Love it. I love it too. Unfortunately, he probably going to fight again. Keep it going. There's so many of you guys. Thank you guys for all your comments. Nicholas Basile, great card. Conor did better than I thought he'd do. Cheers to Max. That is cold-blooded. He did better than he thought. So do you think he would last 20 seconds? ABHI. Loved it because the rapist got what he deserved. Amen to that. Fuck yeah to that. Derek McCarthy, lots of good fights tonight. Sure was. Jess, loved it. Royval, Green, Whitaker, Loner, Patty, each of them are stars. Great showings. You had to know in the back of your mind that Conor versus Max would end that way. Disappointing for sure. Foreseeable, yeah. I had a little dream of April. In April, Conor wins by leg kick. So close. Well, like I always say, fade your dreams, folks. Fade your dreams. And Catfish Billy, best fight of the night. Green versus McKinney. Patty is a bad man, and Conor will never fight again. About sums it up for me. I'll give it 7 out of 10 stars. Out of 10. Yes, sir. Not bad. 7. I mean, 7 is not a bad ranking. Chaos Surfer, I'm thankful I didn't spend $100 on the pay-per-view. It was worth the $8.99 monthly Paramount subscription. Welcome to the subscription era. This was definitely one of those things. You guys are on fire, honestly. All these comments are on fire. Redwood Rick, loved it. Watching Conor eat such a big piece of humble pie was worth it. Amen to that. The price of admission alone, maybe not for the admission. The guys were paying triple ticket prices. I like Conor on his come up, but over the last few years of him showing us the true character, nah, man, not for me. And he had this coming. That's basically it. That is how I feel in a nutshell right there. And John Garcia, I had no expectations for the McGregor fight, and it was even worse than expected. That's cold-blooded, but I respect it. Get to the last comments here. That's a wild number. That is I forgot what we're talking about, but yeah. That is a wild number, whatever we're talking about. Forgot. And great chat, guys. Hey, thank you. Thank you for spending any amount of time with us. All right. Well, that's it. You know what? It's rare. This is the first time I've ever closed a show by myself because he had to go. We had a long-ass show, really long, out of the ordinary. But I'm going to use this time to say rest in peace to my Auntie Bev. All right. Legendary Kuma hula on the island of Kauai. If you don't know what a Kuma hula is a hula teacher. Taught and competed at the highest levels in the Merry Monarch Festival back in the days. One of the most loving, honest. You rarely get honest and kind. You know, I'm honest, but I'm not kind. She was honest and kind and a great woman. And anyways, Auntie, love you. Rest in peace. And to everybody who spent their time with us this evening, talking about the fights and supporting the channel in every which way possible, I want to sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of Zach and Mauro. Thank you guys for your time, all of it. And if you liked it, like it, share it. But even better than that, come see us next week, 7 o'clock Pacific. You know what it is, right here on X or on YouTube, 7 o'clock Pacific. Join us once again. Good luck if you're betting on this week's fights. It's been a good time. We'll see you next time. And in the meantime, stay fully hydrated. All right.